Hello, this is an introductory video about the Keystone List 1 and Vocab List 1. I'm putting the two together because both lists are pretty short. So looking at the vocab words for this week, List 1, I'm going to talk through what they are. The first word, parts of speech, is actually made up of a few different parts of speech. So, noun is a word that is a person, place, or thing, such as man, house, running. A pronoun refers to a person, place, or thing, so it refers to a noun. So instead of saying man, you could say he. Instead of saying house, you could say it. Those are pronouns. A verb is an action or state of being word. So walk, sit, run, think. But to be words also, like I am sitting, or I am a teacher. The I is a pronoun, the am is a verb, the teacher is an adjective. An adverb modifies a verb or adjective or adverb, so it changes or alters a describing word, such as very, like I ran very fast, or quickly, I quickly sat down. Versus an adjective describes just nouns. Adjectives only describe nouns, such as the square desk, the bright sun, square and bright. Finally, a preposition is a placement word or indicates direction. So if you are indicating a direction in the sentence, like I went over the hill and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. Prepositions are also like the words. Generally prepositional phrases you could take out of a sentence and it would still make sense. We'll get through those later though. Alright, next, an affix is the general category of all the parts of words, how they are consistently broken up. Normally a word consists of a root, which is the main component, that's down there, the main base. Sometimes you put something in front of it, like a prefix, a word that you add to the beginning of another word, like re, such as redundant, or pre, such as prepare. And then a suffix you could add to the end of a word, such as shun, like redemption, or hesitation. And we talked about roots, so affixes are all those things. Prefixes, suffixes, and roots are all examples of affixes. And then underneath root is a synonym, a word that means the same, such as pretty and gorgeous and beautiful are all similar meanings, the same meaning. Versus an antonym is the opposite. The opposite of pretty is ugly, the opposite of intelligent is unintelligent. So those are all your vocab words for this week. Your Keystone words for this week are here, list 1. Reading strategies are all of the specific strategies that people use to read and comprehend texts actively, such as, and there are many, but asking questions, making predictions, reading the headers, summarizing, making connections, making inferences, previewing the text, imagining the text, like anything that you are doing other than just looking at the words and thinking about what they mean. So specifically, one example of a reading strategy is to summarize. And this is when you capture all the most important parts of the original text, whatever it is, but express it in a shorter space and as much as possible in your own words. So to summarize, you wouldn't just take the first sentence. You, in your own words, would tell the main idea. A fact is a piece of information provided objectively, presented as true. So it either is true or the author thinks that it is true. Versus the focus is the center of interest or attention of the whole piece. So the focus could be about a fictional idea. You could read an article about unicorns and the focus is unicorns and therefore it is not factual. And focus is similar to the main idea, which is the author's central thought that he or she is trying to convey. The chief topic of a text expressed or implied in a word or phrase. The topic sentence of a paragraph. So the focus is just what the piece is centering on, but the main idea is the main message that the author is trying to convey. And then key details are the details that are important to understanding the main idea, and the supporting details are details that are important to understanding what the key details mean. So it's like a hierarchy. You have main idea, and underneath that you have the key details, and underneath that you have the supporting details. And keywords are kind of like details, but they're specific words that are important to the meaning or the tone or the mood of the text. Specific word choices that affect what you're reading and how you're reading it. So these are your words for this week. If any of that doesn't make sense, please let me know and I'll explain it. Otherwise, that's what you need to know for your quizzes this week.